Greetings everyone, DonTheCrown here, and I just want to give you guys some quick melee leveling tips. I know there's a lot of people out there that have awesome build guides for this upcoming league, but there's not necessarily a lot of good information about how to level as melee, and it will slightly change from how it is currently in live to going into the actual league, but I want to give you some good tips. The very first tip is once you come into town for the very first time, Nessa here, you can purchase iron rings from her for 3 wisdom scrolls, and normally in your first time into town you can buy one of these, and this will be about maybe like half of the flat damage that your skill is going to provide, but it's still quite noticeable as you're leveling. And so I definitely recommend picking up some iron rings kind of early. You'll probably find 1 or 2 or 3 as you're leveling, and also picking up like rustic sash as you go. Rustic sash is good for the physical damage. And there's other things that rustic sash is very good for, and it's helping keeping your weapon upgraded. Now, a lot of the nodes on the tree have been changed, so you're not just scaling physical damage, so it's a little bit better in the past to have like an elemental weapon than before. However, right now, like, it's still really good to get a physical weapon. So you can just sell a rustic sash of any rarity. It could be blue or yellow, with a blacksmith whetstone, and you want to have these like giving you somewhat of a heads up when these drop in your loot filter, and a weapon, right? And this will give you a guaranteed weapon with the exact same sockets that has increased physical damage on it. Now, if you sell a magic or blue item, it'll give you a less roll than a rare. Now, what that means is, as you level up and as you're clearing through the axe, if you find essences, and they're not really essences that you want to use, you can just throw them on a rustic sash. I tend to do this a lot while I'm leveling. You just throw it at a rustic sash, and if you hit really awesome mods, wonderful, you have a brand new belt. And if you don't, great, you have a new piece of fodder that you can throw a high item level weapon at into your recipe here. You want to make sure that you're keeping blacksmith's whetstones, of course, because that will help out big time. Another tip is once you hit level 4, which is like breaking some eggs quest basically, you're going to go through the coast into the mud flats, and then once you grab all of the things out of the eggs and go into the submerged passage, you're going to want to go back to town now for the most part and grab yourself the blood and sand aura and the new dash skill gem. What dash is going to do is like it's kind of a short movement skill, and that'll also help you get around. It'll probably be a lot faster. You definitely like want to just go back for this very quickly. Once you have finished the prison, you've killed Brutus, and you'll get your leap slam, and you hit level 10, you're probably going to switch out from using quicksilvers at all, and I generally flip on having about 3 mana flasks, just so I can sustain perma leap slamming all of the time, kind of like cycling through the different flasks, because this is a lot faster than running, and then you also don't have to worry about getting movement speed on your boots at all. The sole exception to this, obviously, is if you're Cyclone. Obviously, you are going to want movement speed because Cyclone, you're moving with it, or some other skills, but generally, being able to just leap slam super fast does help, and you just spam it a ton. Now, once you get through Act 2, you're going to want to get yourself faster attack support. I believe this has a level requirement level 18. Also with Blood Rage. Blood Rage is really wonderful because it gives you increased attack speed. It also gives you the chance to get frenzy charges, which gives you more attack speed. You're seeing what we're talking about, a lot of attack speed. You also want to be favoring going after attack speed nodes on the tree a whole ton, because it's going to make you very, very strong. And that's some beginner tips here for melee leveling. Another thing to kind of look out for is, depending on your skill, Ancestral Call can be a very powerful support. So for example, if you're using Frost Blades, the difference between regular Frost Blades and Ancestral Call Frost Blades is very big. And make sure you keep your eyes out for maybe like threshold jewels and things of that nature. Like I know I might be starting with cleave, and so the cleave threshold jewel can be very, very strong for your build. So keep your eyes out for these types of things, and hopefully these tips helped you. If you learned something new, let me know, put it down in the comments, and maybe come hang out with us at twitch.tv/DonTheCrown. Thank you very much, everybody. We'll see you next time.